How do you protect your children as they return to school? The best way to protect your children as they return to an in-person learning environment is to really outfit them with the following things. First, a snug-fitting mask that they like to wear. Children need to practice wearing a mask all day long. You may need to do that before school starts, and be sure that it's a mask that they like and they will keep it on. Make sure the mask is at least 2-ply, and that when they try to breathe, so you can pretend to blow a candle out, you should not be able to feel any breath that's coming through the mask. Number 2, hand sanitizer. Children often don't have the ability to find a sink with running water. Hand sanitizer is equally protected. Make sure that they have hand sanitizer in their backpack or on their person so they can use it after touching things other people or other children have touched. Number 3, very important, run scenarios with your children. Children and adults have a much better chance of making the best decisions if they have had a chance to think about the situations beforehand. Talk about scenarios with your children. For example, eating with friends. Eating is always the riskiest time of day. Why is that? Because you're taking your mask off and you're putting things into your mouth. Nobody wants to think that their friends can get them sick. And yet people are contagious 2 days before they show symptoms of COVID. So effectively, anybody who looks perfectly fine may in fact be contagious. And for that reason, your child needs to distance 6 feet from everybody else when they take off their mask to eat. Run scenarios with your child about how they can express themselves in a friendly way. If a friend comes and sits right next to them, your child could say, hey, let's go sit over there where there's more space and we can space apart or stay 6 feet apart and talk safely during lunch. Sharing sanitizer. If sanitizer becomes a very common commodity, this is good. Teach your child to share sanitizer or ask for sanitizer if objects must be passed between friends or between people in the same classroom. Encourage testing. Teach your child to be attentive to anyone with cold symptoms. That is someone who might be contagious with COVID or another virus. You may want to encourage friends to get tested for mild symptoms. So for example, a child could say, I noticed that you have a sore throat, or I'm sorry that you have a sore throat or a little bit of a headache. If I had a sore throat or sniffles or a headache, I think I would ask my parents to get me tested right away. So I would know if I had COVID, or so I'd feel better that I didn't. Do you think you might want to go get tested? So there might be certain phrases that your children like that they feel comfortable saying, and it's important to find those phrases before they go to school. In this way, they can have a healthy learning environment and a healthy environment for what they are bringing or hopefully not bringing back home.